Jeff Todd here from MLB Trade Rumors. Today is Tuesday, January 28th. Let's get you caught up. If it seems that the Diamondbacks are throwing something of a Marte party, perhaps it's because they're hoping to avoid another Dodgers pool party at their home park. The Diamondbacks struck yesterday to land Pirates outfielder Starling Marte. It's going to cost them two young 19-year-old prospects. Liover Peguero and Brennan Malone, both considered very high upside talents, both also still a long way from the majors. Adding Starling Marte means that Ketel Marte can move from center field back into second base. It puts a big bat in that Diamondbacks lineup. It improves the defense up the middle in front of new pitcher Madison Bumgarner. And all in all, it caps off a really fascinating offseason for the Snakes. On the Pittsburgh side of the equation, this makes pretty clear that this organization is in a rebuild. No big surprise there. Marte was 31 years of age, 2 years left on his contract. And with all the recent developments in Pittsburgh, it was time to make a change. But by picking up some high upside young players way far off from the big leagues, instead of focusing on young major league talent as the organization has in the past, it sets a bit of a different direction under new GM Ben Cherington. It's certainly possible the Bucks will try to work out a trade if they go into that free agent market. The top name still available, probably Kevin Pillar. Of course, Yasiel Puig's still out there as well, though he's not going to be considered a center fielder. He's now the top remaining free agent because yesterday the Reds announced the signing of Nick Castellanos, he's changed it back, to a 4-year, $64 million contract, with opt-out opportunities after each of the first 2 seasons. Now, you may recall that Castellanos is one of several major free agents that were represented this winter by Scott Boras. The guy that many love to hate. But you gotta take your hat off to Boras for what he accomplished this winter for his clients. Of course, Boras also placed Mike Moustakas in Cincinnati on a very similar contract. And that move helped set the stage for some of the bigger signings that he pulled off. Garrett Cole, Anthony Rendon, Steven Strasburg. Add it all up and we're talking about well over $1 billion in guaranteed money to Scott Boras' clients this winter. Our projection for that group of players? $842 million. Boras topped it by more than $200 million in total. That Cincinnati outfield is now loaded with options. Meanwhile, it's a club that could stand to improve at shortstop, at catcher, and you have to wonder if top young talent Nick Senzel would make sense in another uniform if he can bring back a big talent in return. Reports emerged yesterday that the Reds were at least talking with other clubs about a player who was once seen as a franchise centerpiece. There's only a few weeks left until camp opens, but it's actually a great time to be following MLB Trade Rumors. Senzel could be available. The Dodgers are among the teams still looking to make a big move, and there are some big names still possibly out there. So head over to MLBTradeRumors.com, but also be sure to subscribe below to catch all of our videos here on YouTube.